So here it is, boys and girls, the Forbidden Druid. This could be the most eagerly awaited bike of this year. The high single pivot design with an idler historically has been reserved for downhill bikes, but when we think about it, there really is no good reason why this is the case. In the past, the only thing really stopping this sort of design is the fact that all trail bikes run a front derailleur. But who does that anymore? So why the high pivot and the idler? So basically, designers and engineers understand that there's actually better places to put the pivot on the bike, but historically the chain line kind of dictates where this can be. This is because when the chain line is below the pivot, effectively whenever you're stood up pedaling or just stood on the pedals, the force of you being on the chain actually pulls against the force of the suspension working against the pivot. So designing the bike with an idler in mind, that means the engineers can put the pivot exactly where they want it to be for the sort of bike they're designing and for the sort of trails they want it to be ridden on. Put simply, it opens the doors to a great design, so let's see how it rides. Off the bat, the first thing I notice is just how well this thing pedals. You just can't feel any suspension bob. In the berms, I couldn't believe how responsive it was. It changed direction like it was on rails. If I could use one word to describe this bike, it would be fast. The thing just wants to go at speed. When it comes to the climbs, that pedal efficiency and the suspension design means it just sprints up any incline that you come across. It's a 29er with 130mm of travel, and some people may think that's not enough, but as you can see, as we sort of stuck it through its paces playing on this little jump section, it certainly didn't feel like I was underbiked. Even when we sent it off some drops, it was more than capable. So, what's the bad points? Well, if I was being really picky, I'd say the chainstays are a little bit too long. When it comes to being a bit more playful, getting the front end up and pulling manuals, it did struggle a little bit. But in its defence, this bike is designed for one thing and one thing only, and that's going fast. Always attacking the trail, climbs and descent. So, to summarise, what can we say about this first offering from the brand new Forbidden Bike Company? I said at the beginning it is possibly the most eagerly anticipated bike of this year, and I think that's going to be true. And do you know what? I think it's a contender for one of the best bikes of this year already, but only time will tell. Go check out the details for the Forbidden Bike Company in the description. Prices and everything will all be listed below. If you like this review, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time, guys. Take care. Bye.